I suppose we begin for the day focusing on this ghastly bit of canvas left clinging to the top of this thing from the pop top. I have this awful little metal railing that's in little bits and pieces going all the way around. Uh, most of the screws are pre-stripped. I think that's a feature. So I am so excited to start on that. You know, we're not going to get super serious today. We're just going to, we're going to go ahead with the Crocs and get going. So all these little screws. It's just dawning on me. I don't have a whole lot of room here to take all these screws out, but that's fine. I just lay up here on top of God knows what squirrel business. Really looking forward to that. It ain't too bad. And the corners are a little nasty. Nasty. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna start. Nah, we just throw this drug rug up here. Way better. Well. 1, 2, 3. 4. Gross. But it's cleaning up all right. Not that it matters particularly. Just want to get the overall nastiness out of it, because it's going to be under the seats and stuff. It doesn't need to be perfect, but man, is it nasty. All right. All the metal is about as clean as I'm going to get it right now. My bucket is, yeah, it's pretty nasty. Well, roof's half-ass cleaned. I'll be scrubbing it a lot more, but preliminary cleaning is done. Well, got the second drum off. Except, I haven't jacked it up yet. It's just, boy, she's a stiff bitch. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. I got the caliper bracket bolts broken loose and mostly all the way out. So I'm going to leave them in while I take the lines loose. Which I think I'm just going to do the flex lines. Probably leave the hard line connected. If I don't have to disconnect it, I sure as hell I'm not going to, because that is always an ordeal. Yeah. Overall, it's coming along pretty all right. No complaints. I mean, these rotors don't even look that bad. I mean, yeah, they've been sitting for like 15 years and they're kind of pitted, but you know, maybe it'll work its way out. Looks like it's got a lot of pad material on there. Maybe you just send it for a bit, see what happens. Nah, I'm gonna order new rotors. New pads, new shoes, new wheel cylinders for the rear. It's going to cost me about $250, and that is assuming that the master cylinder is okay, as well as these calipers, which I'm not super optimistic about, because I have never had good luck with calipers. Well, found out where my brake fluid's been disappearing to. Looks like I need a new master cylinder, and I really hope the brake booster is not completely destroyed from being full of brake fluid. So we'll see where that takes me, but that's at least another $100. Yeah, all right. All right, so we got the master cylinder out, and I'm thinking with the amount of wiring that I can find that squirrels have destroyed, I may as well pull the whole dash. I don't think it's that hard. So, just gonna go ahead and pull it on out. So, yeah, the only problem with the whole doing the body work in here thing, that's great to be able to do it comfortably. Just it's in the air. it is in the air. So, making progress. The problem is this is also my kitchen and my living room. So, yeah. Once all this settles, I'm gonna have to clean everything. Gross. Well, next order of business is getting all these trim pieces out of my window seals. I might be able to save these seals. I'm just a little concerned with places like here, stuff like this where the window sill is clearly rusted out. I don't know how that affects the rubber seals. If I can get them off and rejuvenate them to some extent, I might reuse them. Because replacement seals for these 4 windows, windshield and the back hatch, it's like $250 that I don't really have to spend on window seals right now. I mean, I will if I have to, but I don't want to. All right, so I've already gotten them out on this side. And get some help removing these windows, because if I do it myself, I'm gonna smash them. Got a fire going. Yeah, it's just little by little start peeling this stuff out, and then hopefully I can get the seals to let the whole window out. We'll go from there. Oh. All right. I gotta say, I think my favorite part of this particular job is that the one piece that I can just replace, just a different sliding door as far as the rust goes. I don't have to actually repair it. Appears to be rust free as far as the window frame goes. Now, the bottom of the door, that is a completely different story. So, fuck you, sliding door. But yeah, no, there's considerable rust on every other one. This one particularly. Oh, can you hear that? Oh, yum. Yummy, yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I got rust in my tummy. Yeah, we're having a great time. Well, I hated every minute of that. Moving on to this, which I gotta tell you, is making every minute that I spent peeling that trim out seem like a walk in the park. I have not been able to get this window to budge yet, but I'm gonna wait till I have a second person. Because I've had the same luck for 33 years, and no. We're not gonna roll the dice on smashing my windows, so that's where we're at. I'm just under here looking around, and do I even want to know? We're just gonna ignore that. Okay, bye. All right, so my buddy came by and gave me a hand getting all these windows out. This is gonna need patched, but the rest of the windshield does not look too terribly bad. A little bit of rust was starting over here. But that's it. Now, the other windows, not great, but also not that bad. Let's see. Okay. Nice big ol' chonking hole right there. Ah! and speaking of big old holes, holy moly. All right, well, then I got this guy, which not great, but again, not terrible. So add all that to the bodywork, and yeah, it's really not that bad. All right, well, what you know about black water? Let me tell you, nothing. Stuff's got to go, though. Got these seals cleaned up, and I think all the side window seals are going to be fine. Super pliable. Don't see any cracks in it. Looks good, but the windshield seal's fucking donezo, so that's going to have to be replaced. But these three will save me close to 150 bucks. Up next, the liquid propane tank. And it looks like shit. Yeah, this fridge needs a blowjob. Well, the range works great. And I think I can get away with running this off of just like little 1 pound bottles. I just get an adapter to go from the regular propane to the 1 pound bottles. They take up no space. You can get them anywhere. I think that makes the most sense because my propane tank's it's pretty fucked. And as far as these fridges go, I think that's a giant waste of time too. So I'll find another solution for this. I think this is the way to go with the stove. Did a little bit more cutting on the floor section. I think I made it the easiest thing for me to cut a patch for, but I tried. A little bit more rust in here than I had anticipated too. It's getting better, but I'm gonna have to do some more cutting here, which I don't want to, but I need to. It's rust all the way up that whole seam. Have to pull the insulation out of there. It's a never-ending project, but we'll get it done. Okay. I think I'm getting more efficient at this. Yeah. Alright, the next step's going to be grinding out all the spot welds that are left, but just wanted to clean up everything in between so I could see where my metal is back here. I did grind into it a few places. Actually, I think that's it, just those two. When I removed the full panel, but not bad. When you get it all apart, and then you realize that the old race is still in the old rotor, and you go ahead and put it together, and then you got to pull it back off and take it back apart, and then you realize he's probably not getting that out of there without messing it up pretty bad. So I guess I got to buy new bearings, even though that bearing looks perfect, and I hate spending money. But I'll probably end up reusing that one, putting the new race in, and keeping the other one as a spare. That makes sense, right? Well, I got the rest of my interior panels out. I've removed all of the insulation. And to my surprise, really there's only a bit of surface rust in here. Not nearly as bad as I was expecting to see. Let's see, this is the one that I can't really... Alright. I mean, it doesn't look fantastic, but again, just surface rust. It'll clean up. This side, again, I was expecting to be quite bad, but this is all surface rust that I can clean up and reseal, and I don't think it'll come back. All right, well, it's gonna come back, but it's gonna take a while. Let's see how this is looking. All right, not as bad as I thought. All right, I feel better about this. Get this side panel taken care of, then I can get my floor patch in, and then it's building it, putting it together, and getting it to where I want it to be. Yeah, I don't feel completely overwhelmed yet, but we're getting there. Gotta get it done by April. That's the plan. Some of my parts aren't even gonna get here until the end of March. Woo! All right, well, onward and upward.